Hello and welcome to day 23 of 25 days of yoga for 2025. We are on the final stretch of this New Year's yoga commitment that you have made. And to continue today, I will guide you through a 35-minute Hatha Yoga practice. As always, this is your time for practice. So if you would like to modify or adjust anything at all, please feel more than welcome to do so and take care of your body today. Begin by coming into a comfortable cross-legged seated position and take a moment to settle in. And then rest your hands gently on the tops of your knees and let your eyes draw to a close. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. And invite all of the muscles in your face and your tongue to relax. There is no tension or look that you need to hold in this moment, so let it relax and allow yourself to be. Now draw your mind to the places where your body and the floor are connecting at one. Feel the gentle pressure of your weight on the earth and the earth pushing up to meet you. Feel into this sense of groundedness and stillness, and remind yourself that there is nowhere you need to be and nothing that you need to do in this very moment except be where you are, one moment at a time. On inhale, lift both arms out to the side and up high overhead. Bring your palms to touch over top of you, and on exhale, bend your elbows and send your palms down the midline of your body. Inhale, lift them up and out high overhead. Palms touch, exhale. Send your palms down, pass through heart center. Inhale, lift your arms high, palms touch. Exhale, send your palms down the center. Inhale, lift your arms up high, palms touch. Exhale, send them down. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, send your palms down and then release your hands into your lap. Inhale and lift your right arm high in front of you at shoulder height. And on exhale, draw your straight right arm across towards your left and grab onto your right arm with the crook of your left elbow. Keep both hands open wide with palms facing towards you as you inhale. And exhale, draw your right arm closer towards you with your left arm. Inhale. And exhale, draw it towards you. Take one more inhale here. And on exhale, release the pull and bring both of your hands back down to your lap. Inhale and lift your left arm in front of you now. And on exhale, draw your left arm towards the right and grab onto the front of your left arm with your right elbow. Keep both hands wide facing you and inhale. And on your exhales, invite that left arm a little bit further towards you. Continue to breathe in and out. Take one more inhale here, and on exhale, lower both of your hands back down to your knees. Now place either hand behind either hip with palms planted into the ground and fingers facing away from you. Step your feet out in front of you a little bit wider than hips width distance and slightly turn your toes out. Inhale, and on your exhale, let your knees drop towards the left. Inhale and lift through center, and on exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Inhale, back through center, both feet plant. Exhale, knees drop towards the left. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, both knees drop towards the right. Inhale and find center. And exhale, knees drop to the left. Inhale and find center. Exhale, both knees drop to the right. Now inhale, lift both knees back through center, and on exhale, knees drop to the left, and lift your right hand up off of the mat and place it in front of your right knee. Inhale, and on exhale, stay here or walk your hands in front of your left leg and fold forward to open your hips and rest. Inhale, hold. And exhale, hold. Allow your body to release any tension that does not need to be there as you inhale. And on exhale, press yourself back up to a seated position. Bring both of your hands back behind your hips and inhale, lift your knees back up through center. On exhale, let your knees fall towards the right now. Lift up your left hand and place it in front of your left knee. Inhale, stay here, or on exhale, fold forward over your right leg and hold. Inhale and exhale as you invite any differences in sensation to be welcomed. Notice what feels different as you breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, come back up onto your hands and bring both palms back behind your hips. Inhale, lift both knees back up through center so feet plant. And on exhale, extend both legs long in front of you and flex your feet towards the sky. Walk your palms slightly more towards your hips to help you sit up even straighter, and inhale, flex your feet. And on exhale, point your toes to extend. Inhale, flex towards the sky. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex your feet. Exhale, point to extend. Inhale, flex. Exhale, extend. Inhale, flex. And exhale, start to circle your ankles inward so feet move towards one another. Continue to breathe. And then reverse the direction of these ankle circles. Continue your inhales and your exhales. Let the circling come to a close, and inhale, flex your feet. And exhale, Sweep both legs behind you now and bring yourself up onto all fours in tabletop position. On inhale, drop your belly towards the ground and arch your spine. Crown and tailbone lift towards the sky. On exhale, push the ground away from you to round your spine and tuck your tailbone and your chin. Inhale, drop your belly, arch the spine, gaze lifts. Exhale, push the ground away and round, chin tucks towards your chest. Inhale, arch your spine for cow. Exhale, round your spine for cat. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. On inhale, arch your spine. And on your exhale, come back to neutral tabletop. Tuck both toes underneath of you and then walk your hands back towards your knees until your weight props up onto the balls of your toes. Slide your hands just in front of your feet, slightly on the outside of them. On inhale, keep a deep bend in your knees and send your heels to the ground at the same time as your hands for Uttanasana, forward fold. Stay here and inhale, or on exhale, if you feel called, invite your legs to straighten. Inhale and hold. Exhale and hold here. Your legs can stay bent or straightened. And no matter where you are still in your Uttanasana, forward fold. Let your body guide you and explore if you'd like to straighten your knees or keep them bent. On inhale, deeply bend your knees to send your hips back and bring your hands to the tops of your thighs. Exhale, press yourself up to stand with feet slightly wider than hips width distance below you, feet parallel to one another. On inhale, bring your hands up to rest on your hips, and on exhale, gently bend your knees. Inhale, and on exhale, begin to circle your hips around your space, either taking big, dramatic circles or tiny circles. Listen to what feels good and follow it. Continue to inhale and exhale through your nose as you circle. Then begin to reverse the direction of your circles, now rotating in the other way. Keep your spine long and your shoulder blades drawn down your back as you continue. Take one final circle and then bring yourself back into stillness at a stand. Wherever you are on your mat, release your arms by your sides and find yourself at the top of your mat. Feet underneath of you, parallel, about hips width distance apart. If you'd like to check if your feet are hips width distance, make fists with either hand and bring them together. Then bend down and place these two fists in between your feet, and that is hips width distance. Stand tall with a long spine and bring your hands up to your hips. Shift your weight into your right leg, and on inhale, lift your left leg in front of you with knee bent at about hip height. On exhale, step your left leg long behind you, about a leg's length distance, and land on the balls of your toes. If you feel any compression in your low back here, adjust your hips forward and backward until you find a comfortable place. Reach back through your left heel towards the ground and watch as your front right knee tracks right over your right ankle. Stay here and inhale, or on exhale, lift your arms up high and overhead for Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. Relax your shoulders over top of you and breathe. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Energetically draw your front and back leg towards one another without moving them to stabilize you for another inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lower your arms in front of you at about shoulder height, and on exhale, turn your back foot in and down to come parallel to the back of your mat, and open your left arm wide so arms are at shoulder height in a T position. Square your hips and shoulders towards the side of your mat, and watch as your front right knee once again tracks over your ankle. Gaze over your front right fingertips and breathe in Parsha Virabhadrasana, your side warrior. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose as you hold here. And once again, draw your inner thighs towards one another to stabilize you without actually moving them. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, lower your right hand to the inside of your right foot and lift your left arm up high towards the sky or bring it to rest on your hip. Inhale, reach towards the sky through your left hand, and exhale, hold. You can stay here, or if you'd like a different experience, rotate your arms so that your palm faces away from you and bend that elbow to bring your hand to the back of your right thigh. Lift your right hand off of the mat to meet your left hand behind you and hold in this bind. Inhale and exhale, hold and feel your grip of your hands. Inhale, lower your right hand back to the mat and your left hand to your hip. And on exhale, lift your torso back up to Parsha Virabhadrasana, arms extended long. Now lower your hands to your hips and pivot your back foot so your toes face forward. Inhale and ground firmly through your right standing foot. And on exhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. Inhale. And on exhale, put all of your weight into your right foot and lift your left leg high up off of the ground behind you until your chest comes about parallel to the ground. Inhale and keep your arms extended or bring your palms to touch at heart center. Exhale, hold. Inhale, keep your attention drawn to your right foot as you hold in Warrior 3. And on exhale, slowly lower your left foot back down to the mat in Virabhadrasana. Inhale, extend your arms up high overhead. And exhale, hinge forward at your hips and lower your palms all the way down to the mat to frame your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left in plank, Palakasana. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Push the ground away from you as you push up through your shoulders and hold. And continue to breathe. Inhale. And on exhale, lift up through your core and send your sitting bones up and back towards the sky. Let your heels fall towards the earth. Knees can stay straight or bend them slightly if you're feeling discomfort in your low back. Inhale and exhale, hold in your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Draw your hands and your upper arms inward and towards one another without moving them to stabilize you here, and push up through your shoulders as you hold. Inhale and exhale, continue to hold. Inhale and gaze forward towards your fingertips, and on exhale, slowly begin to step your feet all the way forward towards your hands, right back into your forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, deeply bend your knees and send your hands to the tops of your thighs. Exhale, press yourself up to stand. Bring your hands up to your hips and shift your weight into your left leg. On inhale, lift your right leg in front of you with your knee bent at 90 degrees. And exhale, step your right leg long behind you about a full leg's length and land on the balls of your toes. Once again, if you feel any low back compression, adjust your hips forward and backward to find a comfortable place, and then reach back towards the ground through your right heel. Relax your shoulders and stay here, or on inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead, and exhale, relax your shoulders. Breathe and hold in your Virabhadrasana. Watch to make sure that your left knee tracks right over your left ankle as you inhale and hold in your strong warrior. And exhale. Inhale and hold. Draw your legs towards one another without moving them. Exhale. Inhale, lower your arms in front of you at shoulder height. And exhale, turn your back right foot in and down to come parallel to the back of your mat, and open your right arm wide to your side at shoulder height. Square your hips and shoulders towards the side of your mat, and gaze over your front left fingertips in your side warrior here, Parsha Virabhadrasana. Inhale and exhale as you hold. If you feel your left knee start to push inward, invite it back to line up right over your left ankle. Inhale and exhale. On inhale, lower your left arm down to the ground on the inside of your left foot, and keep your right arm lifted high towards the sky, or lower it down to your hip. Inhale and reach high through your right fingers, and exhale, hold. You can stay here or rotate your arm so your right palm faces away from you, and bend your elbow to lower your hand down behind your left thigh. Lift your left hand up to grab onto your right hand and take this bind. Inhale and exhale. Keep your shoulders glued back towards one another to open your chest, and inhale. And on exhale, lower your left hand back down inside of your left foot and bring your right hand to your right hip. Inhale. And on your exhale, lift your torso upright back into Parsha Virabhadrasana. Inhale, lower your hands to your hips, and on exhale, pivot your back foot forward so toes face front. Ground through your front left foot, and on inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead. Exhale, ground through the left foot once again. Inhale, and on exhale, shift your weight forward into that left foot and lift your right leg high behind you until your chest comes about parallel to the floor. Keep your arms extended or bring your palms to touch at heart center in Warrior 3. Breathe here as you hold and notice where in your left foot you can adjust to stabilize yourself. Take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, slowly step your right foot back down to the mat and lift your arms high and overhead. On exhale, hinge forward and bring your hands down to the mat to frame your left foot. And then step your left foot back to meet your right in your plank, Palakasana. Inhale. And exhale, push into the ground and up through your shoulders. Notice the length from the tip of your head all the way down the back of your body to your heels. And on inhale, lift up through your core and send your hips up and back towards the sky into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let your heels fall down towards the earth and push up through your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, hold. Your knees can stay bent or they can straighten as you hold for another inhale. And exhale. Inhale and look forward towards your hands. And on exhale, begin to walk your feet forward just behind your hands for forward fold. Inhale and deeply bend your knees to send your hips back over your heels and bring your palms up to the tops of your thighs. Exhale, press yourself up to stand at the top of your mat. Bring your feet below you, wider than hips width distance. And then turn both toes out about 45 degrees. On inhale, lift your arms up high and overhead and bring your palms to touch. And on your exhale, bend your elbows to heart center and squat all the way down into Yogi Squat. Keep your heels glued to the ground and push either knee out with either elbow. Inhale and exhale in your Malasana. Inhale and keep your chest tall as you push out either knee with either elbow. And exhale, hold. Continue to breathe as you stay here in Malasana and allow your body to release any tension that is not necessary. Now continue to push your knees out with either elbow, but straighten your arms and lower your fingertips down to the ground. Continue pushing both knees out. And on inhale, lift your left arm up high towards the sky and open up your chest. Exhale, lower your hand back down to the ground and push out your left knee. On inhale, lift your right arm up high towards the sky now to open up your chest. And exhale, lower your right arm back down to the ground and push your knee out. Inhale and lift your left arm high towards the sky. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift your right arm high and gaze towards your fingertips. And exhale, lower it down. On inhale, bring your palms back to heart center. And exhale, sit tall for one more breath. Now lower your hands down to the mat in front of you. Lift your hips up slightly to step one knee back and then the other to pass through tabletop. Now sweep both legs behind you to come down to lay on your back and keep your knees bent with your feet planted into the earth. Inhale and lift your knees towards your chest to bring your feet off of the ground. And exhale, wrap your hands around the backs of your thighs or the fronts of your shins. Take a breath and begin to rock forward and backward up the entire length of your spine to give yourself a little bit of a massage here. Inhale and exhale as you rock. Take one more rock forward and then settle down to lay on your back. Release your feet back down to the ground and your arms long by your sides. Now extend one leg long below you and then the other leg long to meet it. And allow your feet to relax. Your palms can stay here, pressed towards the earth, or flip them up towards the sky. Notice how in this very moment, from head to toe, you are held and your weight is fully supported. Let yourself be heavy and let your body melt into the ground below you as you lay here in your final Shavasana. Draw your mind back to the feeling of breath or to your body when it begins to wander, and relax. Begin to invite a wiggle into your fingers and your toes, and deepen your breaths in and your breaths out. On an inhale, lift both arms up high and overhead. And exhale, relax for your last full body head to toe stretch. Now lower your arms back down by your sides. And bend both knees so that you can turn your weight onto one side of your body. And then slowly push yourself up to find a comfortable cross-legged seated position once again. Once in your seat, invite your body into stillness and rest your hands on either knee. Draw your attention onto the quality of your breath and notice how it feels now versus how it felt when you stepped onto the mat today. You have just beautifully cultivated and created this feeling for yourself, and that is something to be so proud of. Bring your hands to meet at heart center and take one last inhale of light and love and gratitude. And as you exhale, bow your head to your hands. You have just completed day 23 of 25 days of yoga for 2025. I hope you enjoyed today's 35-minute Hatha Yoga class. It was a pleasure to guide you. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, we are greeted with the fifth yama of aparigraha, or non-attachment. So today, as you move forward with light and love into your day, I encourage you to be present and let go of angst or worry around what an outcome might be or look like for you. I'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for day 24. Namaste and Jai Bhagwan. You're almost there.